Good morning. Hi, Akshat. Good morning. Hi, Barth. I see some people filtering in, so we'll give it another few minutes, and then if nobody else joins, we'll go ahead and get started. Alrighty. Seems like we're looking good. We've got a few people. I am gonna just go ahead and double post in the chat, just letting everybody know that the meeting's starting now in case there are any last minute joiners. All right, and then we'll just give those folks another minute just to make sure we aren't missing anybody. In the meantime, happy Wednesday and hello midweek. Let's see if we can get some screen sharing going on. Awesome. Right. I'm just gonna, we'll just do this one window. I don't think we need to have. All right, I think this is it. So I think we'll go ahead and get started. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday, and good evening to those on the other side. I hope it's not too late. Thank you so much for being here. To start, we are going to kick off with the items we went over from last week. Last week, where we were discussing the GFI initiative, we had been talking about a version release, and we were discussing future plans that we would like to see from the Python SDK. I know there were a couple of ideas floating around about trying to compare repositories, and then I know there were also couple of ideas pertaining to seeing additional blockchain related issues and items of that nature. So I guess we will start with the versioning since we are still at 0.1 dot or 0.1.10 and we are considering moving up to either 0.1.11 or 0.2. If we go over, we look at the changelog, we have, thank you, we've had quite a few new things going on. A lot of items in the unreleased section regarding node switching. We've had some major automation improvement updates. We also have new instructions added for CodeRabbit. So I guess what we should do, or what we could do, is we could do a minor release where we just do 0.1.11, or we could do a major release of 0.2. In the last meeting, I want to say, I believe we had been pushing for a 0.2 release, but I am gonna go ahead and do a round robin just to get everybody's input here and see what they feel. So I will just start from the first on my list. So Akshat, if you have anything you'd like to add for this in terms of what do you think? Should we do 0.1.11 or did you want to do 0.2? If you can't speak, feel free to type it in chat. Okay, I'm going to assume that Aksha is typing. That's fine. I will go ahead to Aditya.
Hi, hello everyone. So I guess in my opinion we should be releasing the major release because since the changelog is very long, I guess means it's nearly 788 lines. So yeah, I think we should do a major release.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I would
Uh,
like to know from others also.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We will go ahead for Parth. If you're not able to speak. Oh, perfect.
Yes. Actually, I'm sorry, but this is my first time in this meeting, so I'm not like more much aware about this. So it's like I can't like make a decision about it.
Not a problem. We are super happy to have you here and welcome. Thank you so much for chiming in. We still
Thank you. Thank you.
appreciate it. Awesome. All right, going down the list. Pranush, major. Okay, that's fine. And Manish. Manish, I know you're unmuted, but I don't hear anything. I'm not sure if you're having
I,
audio.
I,
Oh, okay. Hi.
yeah. So it's just the issue with my mic.
All good. All
Uh,
good.
yeah. So I agree with the major release. I think like 0.2 will be fine.
Okay. Awesome. So it looks like we have a majority vote for major. I will go ahead and note that in for our maintainers. I want to say Sophie may try to join. However, I think she may be busy this morning, so I will let her know. Alrighty. So then I think that's pretty much it in terms of versioning. In terms of release date, I want to say we are looking to have that merged in as soon as possible. However, with the maintainers, it just may take a little bit, but do anticipate a new version coming shortly. So I will put major vote for version 2. Awesome. Awesome. So the next thing we want to go over are the automations and improvements in that regard. So we have had improvements with CodeRabbit. Let me see if I can find that pull request and I can share it with everyone. So this pull request, if you hear teeth chattering, apologies. It's very cold where I am today. I have the heater on, but it's not kicked in yet, so apologies. But let's see if we can add token review instructions. So here we go. So this one was put in and merged, it looks like about 3 days ago, which is super awesome. So this gives CodeRabbit a better understanding of how to review token info query classes and how best to help reviewers get through those initial issues when they are submitting their initial PRs. That was the first one. And then I think we have had also updates to our verify commit bot and our community call bot. I'm looking for that one. I think that PR is still open, so let's switch back. Yep. And then we are working on changing some of our additional bots, making them a little bit more secure, trying to harden them a little bit. And then I know we have updated our code owners files, trying to look for the commit bot, but I wonder, I think they might still be working on it, but that's all right. It's okay. But we are changing our verify commit bot, so we will be updating the automation for that as well. Trying to find it, but I don't see it here. I wonder, hmm, that's all right. They probably are still working on it. That's okay. But beyond that, I just want to make sure. Oh, the other one. So we also did improve our intermediate bot. So this bot goes over and kind of fixes the maths and the evaluations for what people have considered in terms of completing good first issues, how many have they calculated and stuff like that. So the initial problem with our advanced chatbot was that it was not resolving usernames correctly. So if you look here, people with usernames where it's just either initial and their last name, or if you have like a username, I'm trying to think, I think Tech Prinush, something like that. It just, those kinds of usernames are a little complex in terms of the first regular expression we had, so we had to go in and change that. So let's see if we can. Yes. So here we went in and we modified how the bot would calculate the usernames down here. So this was left on purpose just so that we are able to see what it used to be and then what it has been changed to. So this line will be removed from the code, but for now it's just kept here to remind us that it has changed from this to this now. So I will go ahead and remove that line of code, But this new line does now evaluate the expressions correctly. And then if we go down here, the bot will give you a message letting you know what issues you have completed. It will suggest to work on a good first issue if you're trying to take on something a little more advanced or intermediate. So it will check usernames properly and calculate the correct amount of good first issues. So that is super awesome. We're super excited to have that working. Awesome. All right. So moving on from versioning releases and automation improvements, I think what we'll go into is the GFI initiative and how far that is going off. And then we will switch over to additional topics. So for our GFI initiative, we are looking fantastic. We have had so much activity, so many new contributors. We've added a ton of issues. And thank you so much to Antonio. I don't think he could be here this morning, but he has been helping us out a great deal trying to make issues. Sophie has been helping us. Mona, the GFI team, has been super wonderful here. Super excited to have them on board. Super happy to see all of these new contributors and their activity. If we go over, I know we have closed quite a few issues. Most of them good first issues, and then we have those intermediate beginner issues closing, and then I know we are set to have some resolved advanced issues as well later on today. Let's see if we can find one. Awesome. Okay. I'm also noticing that we may need to make some more advanced issues, which is good, means they're getting taken up. So here, this one is advanced. We are improving exception type safety and structured error context. So this is one of our open advanced issues if anyone is interested. I will double check this right here for the REPR method. I want to say that return type annotations were added, but I will double check for the rest of those files. I know we did add one to one file. I'm not sure if that was the only one, so I will double check that. But if anyone is interested, this is here. If you have any questions that you come across when you're reviewing it, please reach out to me or our GFI team. We're happy to answer anything to help clarify understanding. But beyond that, are there any questions, thoughts, comments anybody would like to share regarding the GFI? Any ideas, topics anybody wanted to present? If not,
Uh,
Manish?
yeah. I sort of have like an idea for the GFI.
Okay.
So um, if I can like share my screen.
Yeah, absolutely. I will stop sharing.
So like, does it visible?
Yep, we can see.
Yeah. So like, what I have idea in my head is that like we have these transaction classes and um, okay, so yeah, let's say for example we have like this a transaction class and it has some set of methods that set an ID. So it can be like for this particular transaction it is account ID, but let's say it can be contract ID or topic ID. So currently it is just accepting only the that particular ID type. But yeah, it will be like great if it also accept the string that will like improve the user experience who is using the SDK. So I'm like thinking of it.
Okay,
So
so I just want to make sure. So you're looking to possibly improve the return types of the transaction methods, is that right?
no, not return type. It's actually the parameters. So
Oh, the
currently, like it is
parameters. Okay.
taking the account ID, but we can like pass also the string. So like if I can like instead of doing something like set account ID, and instead of doing account ID and creating the object of account ID, we can like simply pass something like 0.0.012 something like this, and then resolve it inside the method. So that can be like useful to the user.
Okay. So passing in the string representation.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
So yeah, we can like do this for like there are like lots of transaction, and we can like do for like each ID types.
Okay.
So I think like that can be one topic that we can use for creating the good first issue.
Okay. Yeah, not a problem. I will write that down. That is a great idea, especially because return type hints are always helpful. It gives the user an idea of what the method should give back. So always helpful. Alrighty. Were there any other ideas, thoughts, comments, or topics anybody wanted to share regarding GFI?
Hello.
Hi.
Yes. So, means I don't think we would do, but in the examples we have two kinds of setting the what is this? The client setting setup. Sorry, the client setup. There are two methods. First is from the environment, and second is we explicitly call the setup client. So we may Manish, can you show that in the presentation? Means just open the hello. Yes.
Yeah.
In
Uh,
in any of the examples, in any of the examples file.
Okay.
Yeah. Open anyone. Yep. So we have setup client
yeah,
kind
I
of
think like
function.
this is working with that only from ENV.
Yes. So this is working from ENV, but most of them are not. So I guess we
So
can
yeah,
make.
Okay, so if I understand correctly, you're looking to update all of the examples with the newly refactor or refactor client method. Is that right?
Yep. See, in
Okay.
this, we are calling explicitly like setup client has been called, but we cannot do from environment. So yeah, maybe we can add this thing also.
Okay. I did notice that
Yep.
some of them did have that. We are still working in progress, so we are happy to make more issues to update the rest of those examples. All right, let
Yeah,
me.
but also we need to do something like automated because changing each and every files it would be hectic for the for us also to create so many GFIs and for the what you say the contributors too that they need to do a lot of things. Either they need to configure the way that they should do in a way that will automate this task or anything we need to configure this out. So.
Okay, so you're looking to maybe try to automate it then a little?
Maybe, yeah, Priyanshu want to say something, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead, Pranish.
I think what I suggest it would be in GIFI, but the type of PR would be long. Like, that satisfy we create the okay. Could you just refactor all the examples and mention the client should be from ENV and like that the method. So it would be like GFI with a long PR having just the examples refactor. I think that
Okay.
works.
So you're looking to maybe have one GFI where it just asks the contributor to go into the examples and update each one of them with this new method. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it gives us a structured way to work. I
Yeah,
think.
I see what you're saying.
Uh,
Awesome. That would be an extensive GFI, depending on how many examples we have. Actually, I think it could be doable. I think it could be doable. If anything, we could always chunk it
yeah,
up. But yeah, I think that would be a great idea.
I think we can also mention if you want key, okay, you can just mention first PR would be changing all accounts, like all like example slash accounts to this. Then the second commit would be on the like next token and like this. So I think every commit would be the PR would be having nearly 15 to 20 commits, but every commit would be having change of account methods, change in account commit. So it would be easy for us also which commit change what. I think that would be good to have like a structured way.
Okay,
Uh,
okay. This, so I think I see what you're saying. Okay. So doing it
commit,
for,
commit maps to the like what I say, commit maps to the examples and changes what they did in the example.
okay. Okay, so we have a message from a DTF, your source types of being different. Okay, so Pioneer, so you're saying so source types would be in different GFIs, is that right?
No, I think mm, can you open some Excel drawer? Can I write somewhere so I can explain quickly?
I
Uh,
can, so I can screen share and then let me see if I
I got
can.
I got a pen. Yeah.
So I
Mm,
see what you're thinking.
that's it. Okay. But, can you hold her? So account would be having. Can you see my like I'm drawing
Yeah.
something? It would be having commit one and satisfying. Let's suppose commit one, and it says ki okay. Uh, GFI would be whole containing all the examples, but the commit one what he puts would be okay. I change all env setups from this, and everything of account has been fixed, and then the next commit would be having okay, I am done with the phase one of the account CMD. Now client would be done, and Jennifer.
Okay, so you're saying to break it up in like phases, is that right?
Yeah, the person of
Okay.
GFI can break in phases, and based on that, we can merge some commits like okay, the account and client are done. We can merge these, and he can continue on the PR also. So it's not.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh,
Okay. Yes, I see what you're saying. So I see what if I understand correctly, that that's a similar structure that I have been seeing in other SDKs where it's like they have an epic issue and then they have many like I'm going to call them like smaller issues that all correlate to the epic to solve it all in one go. So I think posing a structure, something like an epic issue would actually be a good idea. It could be maybe an epic GFI or something like that. So I will put GFI in phases. Awesome. And then I'll just put a note for epic. See if we can turn it into something like that. I think that would be a really good idea. And it would definitely help improve consistency across all our followers because I have noticed that some of them do use dot from env, but then some pull directly. So that is a great idea. Thank you. Thank you so much. Were there any other thoughts, ideas, questions, comments, anything else related to GFI? Any ideas anybody wanted to share? If not, then we can move forward. Yeah, awesome. Pranush, I did see your message. Thank you. Alrighty, we'll give it another minute just in case someone's typing in chat and they can't speak. And then if we are set to go here, then I think we will move on to the ideas we had been discussing for the direction we want to take in the Python SDK. All right. All right, we'll go ahead and move forward. So the next topic we want to go over also pulls in from our last meeting of what do we want to see in the Python SDK? Do we want to see more blockchain related stuff? Do we want to see more GFI initiative? Do we want to see basically anything? What direction are we going? How do we want to proceed? So from last week's meeting, it looks like we were discussing the integration of blockchain. It seemed like everybody had been on board to integrate more blockchain concepts into the Python SDK. Manish, was there an update on this? Had you found anything? I know there were also a couple of individuals trying to compare SDKs in the sense of what we have and what they have and what we're missing from that one compared to additional SDKs. So I will go ahead with Manish. Was there any updates on this? Anything you'd like to present regarding that topic?
Like, can you like repeat that again?
No, you're good. Yeah. So from last week's meeting, we were discussing how we would like to see more blockchain related content into the Python SDK. And I believe you had brought up a topic of where some SDKs had maybe one thing, but another SDK did not. I'm just curious if you had any further research or if there were any updates you would like to share in that regard. If not, that's totally fine.
Actually, like I was like working on some of the issues lately, so currently I don't have any research or work done on that.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Just want to give an opportunity just in case you had something, but no worries at all. We can move on. So, in addition to the 2026 wish list, I would like to maybe add something. Forgive me. This, I did not get much of an opportunity to do research, but I don't know what. I just made a new tab. I was thinking of possibly trying to do a bit more hip integration. So for this, I want to go over what hips have been recently included into the Python SDK. What are we missing? Going back to that topic of what does this SDK have over, for example, JavaScript. So in this regard, I kind of wanted to go over what are we missing? What do they have? What SDK can we use to kind of guide us? Maybe use them as a template where it says, okay, they have A, B, C, and D. So we need to make sure our SDKs also have A, B, C, and D. So in this regard, I am doing a little bit of research, but to keep it on the topic of hips, I did want to go over this and try to brush up on these concepts. Also try to see if we can integrate any new hips. I know the TSC is going over a few, and it does look like they will be in the process of adding those shortly. So were there any, I guess I will start, were there any hips anybody was aware of or is aware of that are not in the Python SDK that they would like to implement into the SDK?
Uh, I So there is like this simple fee something. I have
This,
like I have like seen it on the SDK collaboration hub.
okay,
Uh,
I can open that up. Let's see. Do you happen to remember what hip number that was? If not, that's
so
okay. That's okay. We can find it. 'Cause I know they were talking about, I'm confusing myself with hip 1139, but I don't think that was it. I think 1139 was, oh, that's dead keys. Okay. Let me see proposals. I wonder, was it 1195? Do you think?
uh,
I saw a note in here for 1195 from, maybe if I click on this, let me see. Okay, update. See,
I think like this is not the one.
no, that's different. Oh, here they are. Okay. Proposals. Okay, so this seems you were looking for fees. Let me try to enable immutable IDs. No, that's 1139. That was the one that I was looking at earlier. You said it was related to simple fees?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this one. This one.
This one? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sign that allows SDKs. Okay, so this is in, okay, I think I remember them discussing this in the TSC meeting.
This is like it is implemented in I think so JS SDK.
It's
Uh,
okay.
yeah, but not like fully sure. Either it
Okay.
was like Java or JS, one of them.
Java. Okay. Yeah. To be fair, Java and JavaScript does confuse me from time to time. I always consider them the same thing, and then I have to remember, oh my goodness, it's a complete different language. Okay. So let me go over and see, because I do remember, yeah, I remember looking at that as well. I think that's what gave me the idea. I had come
It
across
will
one
be
of
it will be like in the closed one. I think so.
in the closed ones. Let's
Yes.
see. Okay, and let me see if I can.
The
Is this 1261
the third one, fourth one.
for? Oh, right here. Got it. Okay. Okay. Needs to support implement solution does it needs. Okay, so yep, we can definitely let me just flip this over. So we want to add a HIP 1261 to the Python SDK. And let's see, they labeled theirs as enhancement. So I'm thinking this may be Manish, what do you think? Should we consider this an intermediate issue or an advanced issue?
I think like it is between advanced and intermediate.
Okay. All right. So I'll just keep them. I think we can always do a vote now or later on how we want to categorize it, but I would like to do voting in general for this just because I'm always interested in everybody's input. And okay. Were there any other HIPs? Anything that anybody is aware of that is maybe in the JavaScript, Java, or C++ SDK that we don't have besides 1261? Forgive me, I do definitely want to go over these. I did not get a chance this morning. I think I want to say one of the SDKs has this implemented, but I cannot remember which one off the top of my head. But this is great. Having at least knowledge of this first one and knowing that we can add it into our Python SDK is perfect. So that was definitely something I wanted to go over. So we can add that to our 2026 wish list. Woohoo! All right. You update that. 6 wish list. Awesome. And then we'll do it broad in the sense that we add hips, but then I will put a small note specifically for 1261. I also had a very keen interest in expanding my hip knowledge. Seems to be quite talked about in these additional meetings, so always fascinated to learn more about what we can integrate into our projects. But beyond the hips, were there any questions, comments, anything anybody wanted to bring up in terms of the additional hips? Anything that anyone is seeing in one SDK that they'd like to see in the Python SDK? If not, I will take silence as we are good to go. Okay, and then just give a minute in case someone's typing in chat and they can't speak. But while I give them a minute, I will switch back. Alrighty, so I am keeping an eye on the time. We are sitting at, okay. Pranesh, you got your hand raised?
I think what I want, we can just use tags on PRs like, okay, this PR should be like something Excel's small, like the length of the PR according to that. And we can provide and ask, we leave them, okay, go to this time. Like we ask them, okay, are you working on this or something? Else we give them time, okay. For small one, we would be asking after 3 days. For medium, we would be asking after a week. And for large, like 15 days, like we can count, okay, this needs nearly 500 lines of changes, then it would be a large. If it takes around 150, let's suppose its label would be medium. Kind of increasing labels, because what I get to know is when we search on GitHub, majorly things work around label, uh, increase the visibility of Python SDK. Yeah,
Okay, so more towards categorization and in terms of how we label the issues, correct?
yeah,
Okay, okay.
not issues, but we need to label PRs also, I think.
Okay, PR labeling. My bad. Okay.
That's my
Alrighty.
suggestion.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely. I think PR labels would actually be a really good idea because it would definitely give the developer who is reviewing them some insight. Maybe, hey, this may not be something we need to take a further look into. Let me see. I'm gonna try. I think I can, but let me do it to something that I have done. Okay, I'll do it to this one. This way I'm not interfering with anyone's work. If we go down, okay, all right. Let's see. This one, what was, I can't remember what this issue was categorized. I want to say this was an advanced one. Yep. So, yeah, I think we actually do have permission for that. Oh, okay, okay, yeah. Yeah, I will definitely post that idea. I actually think that is a great idea. I also wanted to bring up the idea of maybe assigning PRs. I know PRs are more or less assigned in the sense that the author is the assignee,
so,
but
so
no,
my
you're
bad.
fine. You're fine. No worries at all. But I am wondering how the rest of the team feels in the sense is that is this something we want to do? Do we feel it's necessary, or do we kind of say, hey, these PRs are assigned simply because they're authored by so and so? So I guess I'll do it kind of round robin style. I'll just go ahead from the first person on my list. So Aditya, for PR assignment, do you think that this is something that we should do, or are you on the side of saying, hey, the assignee is the PR author, in which case it's maybe here nor there in the sense that we don't need it? What do you think? If you can't speak, you're more than welcome to type it in chat as well.
Uh, it's a bit like confusing thing for me as well. Uh, First thing is like how the author of the issue will know that this means if it would be a GFI, then it is fine. It doesn't matter as well.
Okay.
And if it's an what to say intermediate or the advanced, then we know that these are the capable contributors in our SDK, sorry, in our repo, and we know that they can contribute to this. So, but I would say I don't think so. This is a good idea to hard code this thing like who can assign or who cannot. It should be open to everyone. And we do have our slash assign what should I say comment thing also. So it would ping any of the maintainers as well.
Okay. So, and
Yeah.
then in terms of PR assignments, so when suppose somebody takes on like this advanced issue right here. Say I took this on and I made a PR and here's the PR. Do you think that we should have the authors assign themselves to their PRs, or do you think that maybe we don't need this in the sense that the person's already assigned because they've opened the PR?
Okay, so this I don't know what it does means once we have the PR means it's already meant to be like it has one assignee, right?
Yes. So like for example here where the person I could go in and I can take myself off assignment, or I can go in and I can add myself as the assignee because this is my PR. So I'm asking, do you think this is really needed? Do you think this is something that we should enforce, or do you think it's fine the way it is in the sense that we know who's assigned to this PR because they created it?
Okay, so I would go with the I forgot the option number, but I go with the
This
we
one?
don't need to explicitly do the assign. No, no,
Oh,
I don't think so. We should do this unless and
okay.
until our repo is free from scammers and all. So I don't think so. It is needed right now.
Okay. Okay. That's totally
Yeah,
fine.
this would be the requirement even when there would be a spammers and like we know the earlier it was one guy who used to comment on all of the six GFIs and he got what to say assigned. So what I have seen in other SDKs like in other repo like people used to unassign someone and then assign themselves. So in our repo, thankfully, this is very healthy, and I don't think so. We should do this right now. If I'm
Okay.
clear, then.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Pranush, if you can't speak.
Mm,
Oh, okay.
Sorry. So I think we should assign. Last time I got assigned when somebody open a PR as a mentor to him. Okay, this is your mentee. If he wants some help, we can do.
Okay.
So I think we can use this assign as that the PR assigning. So let's suppose we have 15 PRs and everybody from like the contributors we have right now get a PR assigned. Okay, I'll be helping this person, the author of the PR, if he stucks anything or he wants a quick review because we wait for Explorer or somebody to get a review before that. So if we can just add a step, okay, once the person who has been assigned he reviews, he helps everything. When the both person, the author and the assignee, are satisfied, the mentor and the mentee got satisfied with the PR, then a maintainer or commutator should come in and review the PR. So I think it's increase our productivities also,
Oh,
and did not make sense again and again reviewing same things for everybody. I see ki five people are reviewing single PR and nobody is working on the second. So I think it's would be healthy ki I got assigned with like I got this PR assigned. So I would be helping you as a mentor with this PR. And when you got assigned somebody else PR, so you would be working with him or her to resolve all the doubts of the author. I think that would be good. Like the mentor thing, I love that thing, but I think that workflow is not running right now.
okay. Manish?
Yeah, I don't think that we need this because in the other SDKs repository also there is uh, like they assign the PR when there is need. It is like not every PR is assigned to someone, so I don't think like it is like needed for our current situation.
Okay. And Akshat, if you can't speak, that's not a problem. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm just opening up the chat. Okay. Parth?
Uh, Actually, I stand with Priyanshu. Like I do like if the PR is having issues, then I think we can use the option. Until then, yes, we can avoid it. But the mentor part is a good choice to follow.
Okay. So I will go ahead. It seems like we have a few in support, a few not support. So I will go ahead. I will jot down this idea. I'll bring it to the attention of the maintainers and see what they think. Then I'm thinking in the next meeting, the one that we have on, thank you, Didia. We have on February 4th. We will reintroduce this topic again and we'll kind of do what we did here where we go around round robin it and see everybody else's input because I do want the maintainers to hear from the rest of the team in the sense of what direction that they feel this should go in. Do we need it? Do we not? Do we use it as kind of like a mentor assignment, or do we not assign mentors and things like that? But I am definitely going to keep it in mind because I do know that we have had a few longer PRs. So I will bring this definitely to their attention, and then we will circle back to this on the 4th. Does that sound good with everybody? Uh,
Yes.
Yeah,
awesome.
fine with me.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay. So I am keeping an eye on time. I just want to be mindful of that for everybody. I think there was, okay. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great one. I think there was one other thing, if I'm not mistaken. However, I think we've done. Oh, yes, there is. The last thing we were discussing of the meeting was growing the rest of our team. So we have all these great, oh, wonderful individuals, and we are considering expanding our team, bringing on some new members. So in terms of the triage team, excuse me, losing my voice today. In terms of the triage team, were there any thoughts? Do we feel as though we should expand the triage team? Do we think we have enough people? I personally think that we should expand the triage team just because I do think it is a great introduction for newcomers. They get a nice feel for the code base. They can learn how to review, ask questions if they don't know specifically what to say in terms of reviews. Maybe there's a topic. Oh, okay, Manish, you agree? Thank you. So I definitely do think that we can stand to expand the triage team, but I would like to hear hear from the rest of the community as well. So feel free to unmute. I do see a message in here. Manish agrees. Thank you, Manish. Let's see. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything from anybody. Alrighty. Okay. And any more chat messages, or feel free to come off mic if you have a stance on this, if you'd like to grow the team, or if you think the team's perfect with the amount of members. So I do see some thumbs up. Okay, so it seems like a general consensus to expand the team. Woohoo! Awesome. Always love to see that. Always love to see new people. Alrighty. And then the last part of our team are the maintainers and the committers. Do we want to expand these groups? Do we think these groups are fine the way they are? I'll keep my chat. Let me open this chat again, see if there's anything else in terms of committers, maintainers. Feel free to come off mic if you have an idea or any input on this topic. If not, I will take silence as possibly maybe expanding the team. Okay. So in that case, I think we are all pretty much in agreement to expand the maintainers and the committers. I do think we could definitely stand to expand the maintainer and committers team, especially to help out the maintainers. I know that they have a lot on their plate, so anything that we can do to help them out is always appreciated. But we are now down to our last 5 minutes. I will leave this up for any questions, any comments, anything anybody wants to share. I will go ahead and stop sharing in case anybody has screen they'd like to present or any topics they'd like to discuss. If not, then I think we'll be able to get back these last 5 minutes. But I will stop talking and just give everybody a second in case anybody had anything they'd like to share.
Um, yes, ma'am. Actually, it's my like first time in this meeting, so I was not able to like say much But like I just want to know like what I should do before joining the next meeting if ever I could.
There are no requirements. There is nothing that you necessarily are required to do. These meetings are meant to just be open, they're meant to be a discussion. So thank you so much for joining us today. We are super happy to have you here. Akshat, I saw your message. Thank you. Um, but beyond that, there are no requirements. I will post a link to the LFX calendar because we do have a few more meetings pertaining to the Hiero SDK and Hiero in general as a whole. Um, Parth, please forgive
Yes.
me. I'm not sure if you're aware of the other SDKs or not. But
Uh,
there are a couple of SDKs here. So we have the JavaScript SDK, we have the Java SDK, C++, Swift. So there's virtually almost every SDK for the more common languages, with the
okay.
exception of those few. But I will actually go ahead and share the LFX calendar here for you, just because it's up on my screen. I figured that would probably be easy. So we also have Hyro Solo. This is meant for the Hyro Solo action that we run in our SDKs. Um, and then we also have the TSC meeting. The Hyro TSC meeting is more trying to think. They're more technical in the sense that they discuss hips and things of that nature. So the hip idea is actually from them when they were discussing it yesterday. I thought maybe this would be something that we could try to push in the Python SDK. But there are quite a few SDKs, so please feel free to join any of those meetings. I want to say there is one meeting meant for all of the SDKs that happened Monday. So it was this one right here. So in this meeting, we kind of go over the stance of every SDK. Where are they at? What are we seeing? What do we want to see? It's more or less just to provide an update status, share ideas, collaborate together. And then we also have something called a GFI meeting. So this GFI meeting is for, again, it's for all of the Hyro repo because there is a Hyro website. This is just a website. It's not like an SDK or anything. So in that sense, we just labeled it Good First Issue so that we could include the website repo as well. So part of that Good First Issue initiative we were discussing earlier, it's basically we're just going in, we are trying to make issues that we feel are good for brand new people. Maybe they're university students, maybe they're self-studying, maybe they're starting a new hobby and they want to get familiar with blockchain, but they don't necessarily know how. So in that sense, we created the Good First Issue initiative that basically says, hey, here's a collection of issues for you to take on. Um, and I think we have the assignment bot working. Let me double check. Yep, we do. So for example, if somebody were, I'm not going to hit comment because then it would be assigned to me and it would take it away from somebody else,
Yes.
but I'll just show you. So for example, if you had wanted to take this on, you would comment something like assign, and then once our bot registers it, I think it just takes about a minute, it will automatically assign you to that issue. And then from
Okay.
there, yeah, from there you are more than welcome to continue working on good first issues once you've completed one. If not, you are more than welcome to move on to beginner. So our issues range from first good first issue where it's like complete beginner, you're brand new, and then you have beginner issues where it says, hey, you've been completing some stuff, you've been looking at the code base a little, so here's something for you to take on. And then they follow to intermediate and to advanced. For intermediate and
Um,
advanced, you do have to wait for a maintainer to assign you just because our intermediate and advanced issues, some of them are a little lengthy. So we just felt it best as of now to do that ourselves. But for good first issues, and I think for beginner issues, don't hold me to that
uh,
one.
yes, actually, I have contributed a bit and I have done a
Oh,
few, like, I have only one intermediate, but yes, I know the structure at least of contributing.
oh,
That part is okay for me. I can
awesome.
do that part.
Awesome. So then you're pretty familiar with all of this. Perfect. So,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah.
this, so, sir. just to come back to your question, there's nothing required. These meetings are just more if you have questions, any kind of ideas you want to share, topics you want to bring up.
Okay.
We do also have the Discord. Um, yep, Discord is open. There is a channel specific to the Python SDK. Just want to make sure I had it open on the computer here. Yeah. So,
Then is there a little time? Like I want to ask about a issue that I have opened. Like I was contributing and I wanted to ask something about it.
yeah, go for
If
it.
there is
Go for
time.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
If just a second, I will just check the issue number for that. If it's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, not a problem.
Um,
I can stick around, but I do have to let everybody know. So this is the end of the meeting, so feel free to stick around with me and Parth. If not, then I want to say thank you to everybody who joined here today. I look forward to seeing you again at the next meeting, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a great night. Bye, thanks. All right, and then okay, so I will.
yes.
I'll keep this up for you, Parth. I'm not sure if you need my screen. Unless you want to share your own, just let me know and I'll stop sharing.
Uh, just if you can open the issue 1492.
Yeah, you said it's 1492?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Yep. Let's see. Oh, 1492. Here it is.
It's
Shell. Okay, so this is for the
yes.
okay, okay. I remember Cheesecake talking to me about this the other day. Yes. Okay. And let me da 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 da. Okay. Okay, and then I think I was reviewing this.
Yes.
Yes, I
You
did. I
did
did.
comment on it.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I remember reviewing this. I was looking at this the other day. Okay.
Yes.
Um,
So yeah, I was like actually trying to test a little on my local end.
okay.
So yeah, I got these as the outputs. Like even these are the two test cases when the bot should give a failure, but I don't know why it's giving a pass. And like this is not the part of my issue. It was just the hardening part. So that's why I was like confused. Like what should I do about this issue? I was like, that's why I wanted to ask what should the next step be for me on this issue.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. I'm just gonna read over this. Okay. One place entries. Okay, I see. It's not checking for placement for that. Adding under released, but not under this. Okay, okay. Hmm. I think I remember I know we've had issues with the changelog in the past. Okay. I I will write this one down and I will actually go over this. I have an idea of what your next step would be, but I don't want to provide it to you just yet because I just want to go over this myself and make sure that you're not wasting time doing something completely wrong. So I'm gonna
Okay.
make a note of this. I will actually go over this as soon as we conclude here. And then are you part of the Discord?
No, no, I'm not.
No? Okay, not a problem. Give me 1 second and I will share that with you. So Discord is what we use communicate primarily. I will share this link with you. Just give me 1 second. My computer's a little laggy this morning. All right. Awesome. And then trying to get it to the exact link, but it's not loading for me today. There we go. Alrighty. So I'm going to share this Discord link with you in there, and then I'm going to give you my username. And then if you want, feel free to ping me and directly, and then we will discuss that in Discord together if that's okay with you.
Okay. Yes, I
Awesome.
will look forward to that. Okay.
Yep. Just let me know. Make sure if that isn't working for you, let me know, and I can provide you another alternative to reach out to me directly. Discord,
Okay.
I use it a lot, so you're pretty good to find me here. Uh, but yes, I will make a note of that. I will actually go over that with you. I do remember looking at this. This was actually one of the things I wanted to bring up to our maintainers as well. So we will discuss this, and then I will get back to you on your next step. Again, I have an idea of what it would be, but I just want to double check and make sure before I have you go ahead and do anything,
Okay.
just in case. Yeah, but but I have got you right here. I will make a note of that. Alrighty. I don't know if maybe Manish, would you happen to have maybe possible guidance here? If not, that's okay. I asked because I know I've seen you reviewing some of the PRs, so I just didn't know if you had gotten to this one yet.
Yeah, I should have to get a look at this.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, we'll get together with this Parth, and then we will reach back and circle out to you. Um Send
Okay.
me, yep, if you want to send me a message, feel free to drop something in the Python chat so I know it's you. If not, you can use my username. Just send me a direct friend request, and then we'll continue that conversation here, and I'll provide you that next step. 'Cause I just want to make sure that I do this accurately for you and that it's correct. But
Mm, yes,
but
yes.
awesome. Awesome. Alrighty. And beyond that, were there any other questions anybody had regarding issues, pull requests, or just general comments? Anything they'd like to mention? So if not, and I will take silence as good to go. So we are a few minutes over. So again, if there's anybody that needs to drop, please feel free to do so. But if there are no questions, then I actually think we can conclude here. I will stop sharing. All right. I'm going to take silence as good to go. Thank you so much, everybody who was able to stick around. Thank you, Parth. I will definitely check into this for you as soon as we conclude here. Uh, Beyond that, I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their Wednesday and a great night, depending on where you are. And I look forward to seeing you guys again in February.
I'm very sorry, but the Discord link is not working.
Not a
Yes,
problem.
that's it.
Not a
Yeah.
problem. Just give me 1 second and I
Okay.
will
Sure.
share something. Let me see. Okay. Do you have Discord?
Okay. Yes, yes, yes. I got this. Yeah.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Arya one. I got. Yeah. It
Okay.
works.
Okay, cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course, of course. Anything else before we exit out?
No, ma'am. That's all from me.
All from you. I'm taking silence from Aditya and Manish as they are good to go as well. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Aditya also added an additional Discord link for you, Parth, in case you need it. Thank you so much, Aditya. Alrighty. If that's the case, then I think we're good to go here. I will see everybody in February, and I hope you have a great one. Bye.
Bye.